depends on what they are. We don't negotiate with terrorists, but she's not a terrorist.
Would you consider someone committing acts of domestic terrorism a terrorist themselves, or just a regular criminal?
Just a regular criminal. I mean, it depends on how much violence they cause. You know, if it's just one person that is shooting, then it's just a shooting. But if, I mean, you know the difference between terrorism. I mean, if it's
Right.
planned out against the state, then yes, it's domestic terrorism. But right now, it's just a case of a shooting, officer-involved shooting.
How many
I
officers
don't know where
were
she
shot?
went. 2.
Oh wow. How are they doing now? Are they in critical condition? Are they deceased?
They are in critical condition at the Harlan County Hospital.
Oh wow. And will we be getting a press release on the condition of the officers once they're released, or if they end up passing away in the hospital?
That's not determined at this time.
Alright, got it. Do you have any idea on where she went, or are we just searching wherever?
I'm just gonna look. Usually, most of our criminals, if they're escaping, the one way they look for is the interstate.
Why
And
is that?
actually, KSP, it used to be Kentucky Highway Patrol. That was back behind us by that gas station. And then they moved it into town and went back to Kentucky State Patrol.
So it's kind of like an outlawed zone out here, because there's not much law enforcement patrolling this area since they were moved.
Pretty much.
Do you usually encounter this much action, such as chases and shots being fired?
What's that? I didn't hear you.
Do you usually encounter a lot of action like this, where shots are being fired and you're going on crazy chases?
No, most of the time it's just usually a traffic violation escalates into a pursuit.
Is it usually anything more than that? Any gunfights?
Not really. I mean, a lot of people don't, because you have to have a game pass in order to buy a firearm. So a lot of people tend not to get the game pass, and you know, they're already equipped, as you know, with their fists and a knife.
Yep. So for the most part, it's mainly just driving crimes. Nothing much for guns being fired.
There are 2 known criminals. Oh, there it is. First name is Dre Roldan, and the second one is Giovanni Roldan. They're part of the Roldan family.
Is that a known crime organization?
Yes, they what I would like to consider a gang.
All right.
We do have a lot of MCs that like to come in here and cause havoc, but usually we take care of it.
That's good. So when the gangs or violent groups do show up, you guys got it under control.
Yes,
That's good.
for the most part. And when we have enough officers online, I mean, I can get officers online when I need to.
Cool.
Even if I can get co-founders in, I can put them as a temporary officer or cadet just to alleviate the situation.
Cool.
Because most of the co-founders have been in a law enforcement position and are LETA certified.
Right.
I don't think she's over here.
Do you think she just ditched the vehicle and ran off into the woods?
I'm thinking so.
That, or hiding underwater.
You hear a vehicle coming fast.
That's not assuring. Oh, that might be her. It was a vehicle and it did not look like a law enforcement vehicle.
Well, it just crashed. And just going into the gun store, so I'm going to have you get behind my car over here.
Okay. We are now actually taking cover behind this officer's car. We do not have any sight on the person that we are pursuing, but I am keeping a distance.
Stay behind the car here.
Alright. Try to get as much footage as we can from this angle, but as we are taking cover, it's difficult. Oh, shots are being fired. I do not know from where, but shots are being fired at the vehicle.
I can't see where they're coming from.
They were running in the direction towards the courthouse.
Oh, I got ice.
Oh gosh, there are shots being fired at the officer. We are hoping he does not get hit and he successfully takes down the suspect. But again, we are keeping a safe distance, not trying to get too far up because that would put us in the line of fire, risking us getting injured. I'll move up just a tad bit and keep my distance. Officer Olympic, do you see anything?
You do not.
As of now, we do not know where the suspect went. We are trying to keep quiet so the suspect does not find out where we are. This is the suspect's vehicle that they did take off in and ended up crashing at this tree. But sooner or later, the police will have a tow truck down here to impound the vehicle. And most likely search it for anything involved in any criminal activity with the suspect. Alright, it appears the officer is moving up in the building and shots are still being fired. I have no eyes on the suspect or the officer, so we are going to remain a good distance. I'm gonna go ahead and try to maybe get a look around the building, see if we can see inside any of the windows. Do not see anybody. Go around here with the camera. There's no windows over here. The only way to see inside would be the front door and the front windows.
Just a second, my internet died.
Oh, okay.
It likes to do that. Are you still there?
Yeah, I'm here. There's some officers that just approached the courthouse. They're moving in the building.
Okay.
They're searching the building right now.
Can I ask what this interview is all for?
This is all for a documentary for our YouTube channel, RBX Vice. Sort of a news outlet that takes coverage on
Okay.
active shooting scenes and combat zones. We really just do a lot of Oh, I do see the suspect. They are waving at me. I do not see them armed, but they are around me, and the cops just drove past. And the officers just took off. What do I do? Do I call the police? 301.
Sorry. I'm gonna have to end the interview if that's okay.
Yeah, that's alright. I'm actually being shot at right now.
Yeah. I gotta go up and talk with them.
Okay. That's it. This has been Father Scorch with RBX Vice. We are being fired at, and we are waiting for police to arrive on scene to help us get out of here, but we do need to find a safe route out of here. I see officers. Okay, I'm gonna try to approach them. Oh gosh, an officer just has been killed. Officer is getting shot at. Alright, the officer is taking shots at the suspect. I do not have any eyes on where the suspect is, but last known location was right in front of us. Still not. Oh gosh, the officer is down. I am on my own. I'm actually gonna have to get out of here. I have to run out of here. We're gonna follow these officers and try to get some coverage on where the suspects are. Oh gosh. Gosh, this is not looking good for the officers. A lot of officers are getting killed. It looks like the officers now have the suspect in custody and have successfully arrested the suspect. Let's go ahead and talk to these officers. I see you
Okay,
guys got
compress.
the suspect in custody.
Yeah.
All right.
Crazy.
Thanks to your local police chief.
Shut the fuck up.
That's it for RBX Vice. Thank you for watching.
I'm just gonna.
This is Harlan County.